Can you get rich by trading Forex? So this is probably one of the most asked questions when people find out about the amount of money you can make from trading Forex. The truth of the matter is there's a possibility of making quite a lot of money when it comes to trading Forex, but a lot of times we only look at the positive, which is, oh, how much money I can make and how quick I can make that money, without thinking that there could be potential losses along the way. And this is the mentality a lot of people have. And that's why people associate Forex to like kind of like a get rich quick scheme, which I think is quite false, and people need to stop thinking about it like that. Take, for example, you're a student that go to college for 4 years, and then you get off college, and maybe while you're in college, you're doing some internship and stuff like that. Now you graduated, and now you're going to start working. You didn't just start college, and literally 2 months later, you start getting paid exactly what you're supposed to make from getting that degree. Another example, somebody who is just working a normal job. You didn't go to college or anything as such. You're just working your regular jobs, and now maybe after like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years in the company, you kept growing and growing, and you start making like a very good amount of money just from starting from entry level. It takes time, and time is something a lot of people hate. I used to think like that when I started thinking about trading. I was like, I'm going to be a millionaire in 2 months. And that's the thing also. You see all these things online and people showing you a lot of Lamborghinis and houses and all that stuff, which a lot of times they do not own. A lot of times is rented properties, and they just flaunt all that online, and people think, oh, if I start trading, I'll start making X amount of money, which will allow me to live lavishly like this. So this leads us to how much money you need to actually start trading in order for you to make a lot of money. This is very subjective. Some people they're going to tell you need like a couple $100. Other people are going to say you need $1 million. But the truth of the matter is you're going to first need experience in order for you to know exactly how much you need to be able to trade, which means it's going to take you some time, and it's going to take you knowledge and some discipline, which means you're going to also have to back test, forward test. You're going to see losses and wins. All this in a demo account or paper trading, because you're not actually losing any money. It's like a practice. You have a practice session, you go there, you can make mistakes and rectify it and know, okay, this is exactly how I want to do stuff when I actually attend the game or when I have an opponent right in front of me. It's your practice field, which means you have to have some sort of paper trading experience in order for you to be successful in actually trading live money. And in order for you to be able to practice on a demo, you have to first of all learn technical analysis. You need to learn how the market functions, because sometimes people is like, just technical analysis or slap a bunch of indicators in your chart and you're going to start making money. No. You have to understand how fundamentals play a role in the market and all of that, which means when news arrives, what news events should I trade? Should I wait to trade before the news or after the news? You need to understand the impacts of interest rates and all that stuff. And this is something that largely a lot of traders, when they start, they don't want to go through. I just want to slap 10 indicators on my chart. When this cross and this shows red and green and blah, 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 I'm just going to buy and sell. And guess what? I'll start making millions of dollars overnight. If it was that easy, think about it. If it was that easy, every single person on planet Earth are going to be absolutely stinkily wealthy, and no one is going to be working anymore. So it's not that easy, and that's why it's very important for people to learn the proper way, get themselves associated to how exactly the market works, then get experience from demo trading before actually thinking about going to use live money to try to extract something from the market for all the hard works you've done. And when it comes to demo trading, a lot of times it's like, how long is long enough? That's up to you. At least see some consistencies for like a few months, 3 to 6 months of consistency, like every single month. Even if you're making like 5% every month, that's good. Even if it's 2%, even if it's 1%, that is amazing. Because if you can do that, which means if you allow yourself to a certain capital, you will be able to replicate that and get that 1% every single month. And little by little, that money is going to compound. And maybe your 1% might be $1,000, your 1% might be 10,000, but over time, that 1% could be $1 million. And speaking about $1 million, one of the mistakes a lot of people make is when they start their demo accounts, the first thing they do is they go ahead and start using massive, massive amounts of money in their account balance for their demo account. I'm like, you're not going to be allowed to such access to a lot of money. So why don't you start something small? If the demo account gives you the ability to start with $2,000, start with $2,000 and work your way up. Little by little, grow your confidence. And you can't just jump from literally not being able to see your account less than $10 to start trading something of $500,000. It doesn't make any sense. Learn how to walk before you learn how to fly. You can't just wake up and say, I just want to fly. That's not how birds do. They walk first before flying. And it's very important for you to control risk, because something in trading is a lot of times we think about how much you're going to make first without thinking about how much you're risking. So that should be the first thing you look into before getting into a trade is, how much am I willing to lose? If you can figure that out, then you can say, okay, I'm risking X amount of dollars in order for me to make Y amount of profit. But first thing we think when we start trading is, I'm going to enter this trade and I'll make $40,000. And that is another crazy thing is we always want to go for a killing, which is absolutely stupid. Go for small gains, little gains that you can easily achieve, because at that point in time, you make it almost impossible for yourself to fail, which means you have to always have a stop loss in every trade. Some people say, I don't trade with stop loss. I think that's absolutely foolish for you not to trade with stop loss, because you don't have enough experience to know exactly what the market is going to do. Maybe if you're a trader, you've been trading the markets for like maybe a few years, and that comes with experience. You know exactly how the market behaves. It's like having a spouse or a child. Over time, you understand better exactly how they behave when certain things are going wrong with them. And you can easily, of course, you can't read everything. You can't read their minds, but you can easily know, okay, this is what's going on. This is how I need to react, and this is how I need to comfort or try to attack the market this way. So, and this is the problem is people don't use stop losses, and then when they get into a trade, the trade goes against them. They keep holding on to losers, and that's how they blow accounts. But when they actually get into a trade, they get into a trade and they don't actually get enough money from the trades that they're supposed to actually use to pay themselves. So it's important for you to always use a stop loss in all your trades. Then maybe after doing all this, you're very confident, you've done 3 to 6 months of consistent profits every single month. Maybe you can then think of going for live accounts. And me personally right now, I do not advise anybody to use their actual money to start trading. The best thing for you to do is actually pay a prop firm. So prop firms, they give you an account, say for example $50,000. They'll say you have to pay $200 for you to have access to 50,000 capital. Of course, you have a process where they analyze your trading, so they give you certain targets to meet. Maybe usually it's 10% for the first one. The second one is like around 5%. So if you can do that, you have access to $50,000. Now, when you get your actual $50,000 account, think about what you can do with 5% of that every month. It looks so small, but guess what? That's $2,500 from you starting off with $250. So why don't you do that instead of you saving up all this money? Even if you have 10,000, use that 10,000 for something else. Take just the 250 out and use that for a prop firm account. You truly are confident that, yes, I know what it is I'm doing, and you have proven track records. Why shouldn't you go for that? And even if you have more confidence, maybe with your demo trading, you've been able to trade and you're trading hundreds of thousands of dollars, you can actually go and get a $200,000 account. You know, there are some companies that even offer up to $500,000 access to capital. It's a business, and managing the business is what's important. If you manage a business properly, you're going to make money. It doesn't matter what it is you're selling, but if you don't manage a business properly, you are not going to make money from it. So getting rich with Forex is possible. How to get rich with Forex should be the question people should ask, because the first one shouldn't even be, can I get rich with Forex? It should be, can I be consistent to make a certain percentage with Forex? And then over time with compounding, you are going to get rich. Whatever your definition of rich is, you're going to get there. Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you're new, leave the video with a subscribe also and share. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Ciao.